Hi guys, it's Sarah with Apotheke Wellness again. I am here today to talk to you about different vape options. As many of you know, I'm a nurse, and as a registered nurse, I have my opinions about vaping. When I first started considering products to carry as far as CBD products, my business partner and I were very much against the idea of having vape products. Mostly because in our area we tend to have a lot of the CBD is sold through vape shops, so we wanted to set ourselves kind of apart from that. Being a healthcare worker, I also wanted to focus on all natural products, things that were really beneficial only for a person, that there wasn't any risk to taking them. And to be honest, I am the mom of a teenage daughter, and the rage was vaping. All the kids had their Juuls and were vaping nicotine, which is a lot different than vaping CBD, I know, but at the time I really couldn't reconcile how I was going to tell her don't vape, and then I sold it to people. So originally our plan was not to have any vape products, but we opened our doors on November 1st, and the very first customer that walked in the door asked us where our vape products were. So we decided we needed to look into this a little more. So vaping CBD is a lot different than vaping nicotine or any other product. It can be. Vaping CBD is known as microdosing. So basically you're getting a short burst of CBD, small dose at a time. The thought process behind vaping CBD is that you're going to get a quick dose in either your lungs, or if you can't inhale into your lungs, your mouth. That is going to go to work quicker than any other delivery system. So you're going to notice the effects faster. And to be honest, it's very convenient. You don't have to deal with a lot of that oil in your mouth. You bypass a lot of the taste of the hemp oil, as it has, you know, a bit of a plant taste, a hemp taste to it. So despite all the companies trying really hard to flavor over that, you do get stuck with, you know, the aftertaste of kind of a wet plant. So for myself, a couple of the hangups that I had with vaping were it needs to be thinned out. So just CBD oil itself can't really be vaped because it's not thin enough to for the heat to make it thin enough to be a vapor. So you have to add a thinner to it, and most commonly the thinning agent is propylene glycol. So for those of you that don't know, propylene glycol is basically the same thing as antifreeze. However, it is found in a lot of other products and can get into our food sometimes. And according to the FDA, propylene glycol is considered safe in small amounts in our food. Now, I don't know about you, but doesn't sound good. Not something that I would want to be inhaling on a regular basis. In addition, a lot of the nicotine products that are out there also flavor it with artificial flavorings. So inhaling both of those things, the propylene glycol, the artificial flavors, into your lungs, to me just didn't sound right. Then when you are looking at the tool to create the vapor that you're going to be inhaling from, there's a metal coil in that tube. It's either ceramic or metal. And some of the lower quality ones, they're made of a metal that after a while oxidizes. But if it's poor quality, chips of that metal can come off, and they can either be vaporized or they can actually themselves go into your lungs. So these are all concerns that I had, but I did some research and I was able to find several products actually that do not fall into this same category. Right now we do have a few of them, and so I'll just kind of go through them with you and walk you through how to use them and why you might want one over the other. And we also have one more that's on its way, so that there's kind of a little something for everyone. So we'll start out first with kind of the first ones that I found. Disposable pens are a really great way to go about vaping, and this is one by Wildflower. They have both an aches and an immunity blend. I personally really like the aches better, but either one is kind of a nice option. They're 500 milligrams in each pen, which is a lot of CBD actually, to be honest. They sell for $59.99 for the disposable pen, and it basically lasts you as long as you want. This is something you can utilize during the day, in between your CBD oil doses, or if you want, you can completely replace your CBD with it, but I tend to like it as kind of a rescue kind of thing. I utilized it the first time when we were about to get on an airplane, and I have a big fear of flying. So I tried it out, and my anxiety went away within minutes. It felt calmer. So I have been using these, and I have to admit that I really do enjoy the vape products. They just work so fast, and they're very convenient, quick, discreet, and yes, you can avoid having that CBD taste in your mouth. So that's kind of nice. So this one is a disposable one. Basically, it comes in a little sleeve, and it's really cute, nicely packaged, about the same size as a cigarette. So that's what you get in there. Each puff is about 3 to 6 seconds long, and you basically inhale that into your mouth or your lungs. So most people inhale it into their lungs, but after doing further research, I did see that you don't necessarily have to inhale it all the way into your lungs. Just having it in your mouth, again, it'll go through those mucous membranes, just like other CBD, and voila, you're good to go. So this is it out of the box. This is mine. I didn't want to open somebody else's potential one, but this is it. It's got a little light at the end that lights up, so that tells you it's working, and then you can start counting down your seconds. So that's an option for a disposable one. We also have these new ones by Wink. They're a little bit less milligram wise, but then they're also a little bit less money wise. So these are $44 each, and they're 150 milligrams of CBD. These are made without any thinner though. They're made with a super refined CBD oil. So these do not have the propylene glycol, but they do have vegetable glycerin. So it's kind of personal preference on how you feel, but these are kind of fun. They come in fun flavors, the Wink brand. They come in Tangibrite, there's a grape, a cupcake, and something else, I'm not sure offhand. But their pens look like this when you take it out of the box. Again, the same thing, a light at the end that tells you it's working, and you just draw your puff. Approximately, if you do a 3-second puff, there's 200 servings in there. So again, super easy. These are a couple of our disposable ones, and we're getting one more disposable one that will be an option as well for you guys. So that's how these are. Then our last option is a rechargeable one. So right now I only have one rechargeable pen kit. If this is something that people are looking for, I do have a couple other options that I would be happy to look at getting for you. Wink makes a really nice one in either pink or white, and then this one is wildflowers. Okay, so a little pause there, had a customer, so that's good. So back to these guys. So those are the disposables. We do have the one rechargeable. It comes in a kit. So basically it looks like this. It flips open and you pull it out. Same exact thing as the wildflower disposable, which I dropped. So let me just grab it. The disposable is like a mint green, and the rechargeable is kind of a slate gray. Exactly the same. The only difference is the rechargeable, the top screws off. The top part contains the CBD. The bottom part is just a rechargeable battery that has the heating part in it. So you screw those together. You can just charge the battery, or more conveniently and probably better is to just go ahead and charge the case, which has a USB adapter. Then your vape little thingy-majigger, whatever you call it, pen, will charge while it's in there too. The case charges it, so that keeps them there. You can also, if you decide to buy both of them and have the immunity and the aches one, you can have them both in there, or have a backup. I don't know, but they're all in there. So, so how do you do it? Super easy. You just take it out. The end lights up again like normal, and a puff is just really 3 seconds. So that was 3 seconds, and it either produces vapor or it doesn't. So the wildflower ones do tend to produce more vapor versus the Wink ones. Just kind of so you know, the wildflower ones do taste kind of minty, refreshing, kind of a peppermint flavor. The Wink ones have, of course, their flavorings like the cupcake and that. I don't know which one this is. But theirs don't produce a ton of vapor, a little bit. Well, now it seems to be producing a lot. So that's it, really, a 3-second puff on there, and you've basically gotten 2 milligrams of CBD. You don't have to really hold it for very long. I think some people do that because that's what they're used to seeing with marijuana. Some people say exhale it out your nose and then try to inhale it back in. You'll get another little bit of a dose. You can certainly do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, that's it. And there's really no smell. The vapor goes away. So it's, again, like I said, pretty discreet, and it isn't too hot. There's no burning really. Sometimes the disposable wildflower one, if you do inhale for too long, like greater than 6 seconds, it'll start to get hot. But that's about it. So I really think that it has kind of turned my mind a little bit to, or changed my mind to the vaping, which they actually call it microdosing now. So, and again, you don't have to inhale it in your lungs. You can keep it in your mouth. If you have any questions on vaping and the products that we have, definitely let me know. I'm so happy to answer your questions. And again, I really like it as an option in between your day and or your night and morning doses of CBD oil. It's definitely good for anxiety, pain, reacts really quickly, and you'll feel relief within just a few minutes, if even. So those are some more options of what we have available to you here at Apotheke. Thanks, and have a great day.